and Dave, and together, with our dogs Belle and Hudson, we're exploring the world in our Escape travel trailer. In the winter of 2023, we traveled from Ontario to Texas to pick up a 17-foot casita trailer and spent over a month on the road. We liked it so much that by the fall of 2023, we upgraded to a 19-foot Escape trailer so that I had space to work from the road. We haven't looked back since. Come see where we go next. After an awesome stay at Sandbanks Provincial Park, we're now headed to 33 Vines Winery, which is a harvest toast about an hour and a half away. This is going to be our third time staying at a harvest toast, and we feel like we're starting to get the hang of this. It's a great way to find a free spot to boondock overnight while supporting a local business by engaging in whatever food, drink, or activity they have to offer. Most people would shy away from the amount of driving that we do to see new sights. But for us, this is part of the adventure. When we're in the Forerunner, we take in all the sights around us, and it often leads to discussions about what it might be like to live in all of these various places that we pass through. Somehow our drives, no matter how long they are, always seem to fly by. Today was no different. Here we are pulling into 33 Vines Winery in Greater Napanee, Ontario. We'll start by checking in and setting up, and after a short break to relax and have a snack, we'll go for a tour.
So,
the bar here you built?
Yeah, this is the bar we built inside.
We were the only ones staying at this Harvest Toast, and because it was a weekday, there was no one else at the winery. So we got our very own super engaging tour by the owner's brother. He told us all about the history of the winery and the wine that's made here.
The different years of each wine are very different from each other. Like the 4 years of Chardonnay I have are all different bodies and textures. Mm-hmm. You just write down what you want.
Oh,
okay. You can do it like that, or you can let me know what you feel like having today, and I will just go bing. There is no sugar, number one.
Okay.
There's no fake oaks, none of that garbage in it. No preservatives either. So when you open a bottle of wine here, you drink it, or you drink it the very next day. Otherwise, you're cooking.
You're cooking.
There is none of that fake barb. Oh, no preservative. No boom, boom, boom in the morning. In other words, the Chardonnay here is lighter than the Riesling. The Riesling is drier than the Chardonnay.
Oh,
wow! It's very, very different.
What do you do when you're at a winery? Try the wine, of course. We each got a different selection of 4 wines, and although none of us are experts, it was still fun to try each one, compare notes, and pretend that we knew what we were talking about.
That's the Vidal, eh, Matt?
Very good.
Yeah, you like that one? No preservatives either. What do you have, Dad?
Yeah, right now I'm having the blush.
Oh, yeah? And what did you start with, Mom?
Vidal.
Vidal?
Yeah.
Do you like it? It's probably dry, eh?
A little bit, yeah.
Before too long, we had finished our tasting, and feeling a bit more chipper, it was time to resume our tour with our great tour guide.
But we had to put it on this power. This will be the new logo on a red bottle. If you were a member in this room back in the day, you would come through that door.
Oh,
Okay? So regular public would line up at the caboose.
yeah. Oh, at the caboose.
You
Okay.
line up, if you're regular public, you line up at the caboose and then you sit on that patio. A bunch of John Candy and the SCTV crew used to come and party with some of the members. You get writers, actors, poets. Some of the names are not their names, or are their real names. Stuff like that. I went and looked it all up.
That's amazing. That's
A big thanks to Curtis, who was our tour guide, and who spent a good part of his day showing us around the winery. Another great thing about staying at a Harvest House is that after you experience whatever they have to offer, you don't need to drive anywhere. Your home is right there with you, and you can go back to it, cook a nice meal, and relax. And that's just what we did. Trying out some new solar panels today that we got from Costco. Pretty inexpensive, but they just call it a solar panel carpet. So it doesn't have a stand. It's quite bright out today, so they're working really well. Not sure if they'll work as well on some of the less bright days. This is kind of a rare day for Ontario. But when we're traveling down south, I'd imagine that would work pretty well. Curtis was nice enough to invite us to sit around his campfire.
Whiskey.
What a great way to end a nice, relaxing day. As another day began, it was time for me to head into work. I'm fortunate enough that my company has offices across Ontario, and this time around I headed to our Kingston office for the day. Meanwhile, Dave and his parents did some exploring. They took the nearby ferry across the water to visit Lake on the Mountain Provincial Park and the surrounding community of Prince Edward County. Lake on the Mountain is unique in that it's 62 meters above nearby Lake Ontario. To this day, it's not well understood how the lake is fed and from where. After some driving around, Dave and his parents stopped at Lake on the Mountain Resort for lunch. To this day, Dave's dad still claims they had the best cheesecake he's ever had. With my workday almost over, Dave and his parents knew it was time to head back to 33 Vines to meet up with me and head to our next destination. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Or, even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.